I'm Jennifer Janet with Coldwell Banker Professional Associates. Today is Quick Tip Tuesday, how to build equity in your home. But first, let's start off by defining what equity is. Equity is the current value of your home minus a mortgage you have on it, which equals equity. For instance, if your home is currently worth $200,000 and your mortgage is for $150,000, you have $50,000 worth of equity. There are several ways to build up equity in your home. First, increase its value. By making certain improvements to your home, you can increase its value. Obviously, there are some improvements that have a better return on that investment, so be sure to consult with the realtor who is familiar with your market and can best guide you on these. 2, pay your home off early. Make one extra payment a year. You can simply do this by taking a monthly payment and dividing it by 12. That would give you the amount that you could make an extra principal payment with to your loan each month. Again, you might want to do this separately and be sure to designate that that is for the principal payment only. Check with your lender just to be sure there are no penalties involved with prepayments or making extra principal payments. If you want to get really wild and shave off nearly 11 years possibly off your mortgage, you could make an extra payment each quarter. In that instance, you take your monthly payment and you divide that by 4, and that would be the extra principal amount you would make each month in order to obtain that and really work hard to get that mortgage paid off. 3, biweekly payments. Again, check with your lender because it's imperative to know if they will allow you to make biweekly payments, and if so, how they will actually allocate those towards your loan. You want to be sure that anything extra or paid separately is not allocated to the next month's payment. With the bi-weekly payments, you take half of that monthly mortgage and you make that payment twice a month. Again, consult with your lender just to be sure that they allow that. If there is any fee associated with setting up bi-weekly payments, don't go that route. There are other alternatives. And of course, there are plenty of tools online to help you determine how to pay your mortgage off early. 4, refinance. If you can snag a lower interest rate and take a shorter term, such as a 15-year mortgage, you will be saving lots of money. So be sure to analyze, though, the costs involved with that refinance just to be sure it's worth it. If you find out that it's not worth it, why don't you just pretend like you've done that refinance? Go ahead and take that a little bit larger payment that was going to come with a shorter mortgage term and start making that payment each month. And 5, downsize. This might be the most drastic step to take in order to build equity, but you may find yourselves in a situation where you've now become empty nesters, or you want to simplify your life, downsize, and you just get control of your finances. If that's the case, by selling that larger home, you may have a down payment for the smaller home that is quite significant, which would equal a much lower payment each month, or you might be able to pay cash for a smaller home. There are so many different options that you can look into. You may have found yourself, though, on the other side of that situation and you got yourself into a little bit of a bind or your financial situation has changed. Now's a great time to identify that that's happened and take control of your finances so that you don't get yourself in a big situation. So by downsizing, you can lower that payment, get more comfortable, work on building up the equity and saving money. And if you need to buy a bigger house again, there's always that opportunity. If I can discuss any of these further or help you figure out how to build equity in your home, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. As always, when you think real estate, think Coldwell Banker Professional Associates.